Welcome to A Dew Globe. Discover new ideas, learn exciting things, and be amazed every day. This video is created for educational and informational purposes only. All scientific explanations are based on widely accepted research and natural observations. This content is not meant to cause fear or panic, but to share knowledge about the fascinating process of clouds, rain, lightning, and nature. Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered what secrets it's hiding? Sometimes it's clear and blue, sometimes it's covered with endless clouds. At times, gentle raindrops bring us peace, and other times, the heavens suddenly open with a storm. And then, in a flash, the whole sky lights up, thunder shakes the ground, and it feels as if nature itself is showing its true power. But have you ever asked yourself, how does all of this really happen? How do clouds actually form? What triggers the rain to fall? And that dazzling bolt of lightning, how does it strike from the clouds down to earth? And why do clouds sometimes burst all at once? Today, we're about to unfold a fascinating scientific journey that answers all these questions. This isn't just the story of rain, it's the epic tale of water's journey from earth to the skies, and back again to give life. So let's begin this magical adventure into the mysteries of nature. Imagine a small lake on earth. As the sun warms its surface, tiny droplets of water rise into the sky as vapor, like millions of little travelers beginning a long journey upward. As they climb higher, the air becomes cooler. When this warm vapor meets the cold air above, it transforms into countless tiny water droplets. These droplets gather together, joining forces to create a vast white blanket stretched across the sky, the clouds we see every day. To us, they may look soft and harmless, like floating cotton, but within them lies incredible power. A single cloud can hold millions of liters of water. The fascinating part is, how do such heavy clouds float above our heads? The secret is that each droplet is so small and light that the upward movement of air keeps them suspended. It's as if nature has stored reservoirs of water in the sky, patiently waiting for the right moment to release them. And when the clouds grow too heavy, they fall back to earth as rain, sometimes a gentle drizzle, sometimes a roaring storm. In this story, clouds are messengers, carrying water from the earth to the skies, and then back again, completing nature's endless cycle of life. Imagine the clouds above like treasure chests floating in the sky, holding thousands of tiny droplets inside them. At first, these droplets are so light that the wind keeps them suspended high in the air. But as they collide and merge, they grow larger and heavier. Slowly, gravity begins to pull them down, and a moment comes when the clouds can no longer carry their weight. It feels almost as if the sky itself begins to cry, releasing its hidden gift to the earth below. The raindrops then dance their way down, sometimes as a gentle drizzle like a soft whisper, sometimes as a heavy downpour pounding the ground, and sometimes as hailstones crashing like icy marbles from the heavens. Hail is born when powerful cold currents inside the cloud lift droplets upward, freezing them into tiny balls of ice. These frozen pellets may rise and fall multiple times within the cloud, adding layer after layer of ice, before finally becoming too heavy and falling to the ground. This is why, within the very same cloud, you can witness both rain and hail at once, because some layers are warmer while others are freezing cold. In truth, every cloud is like a grand stage where nature performs an extraordinary play. Raindrops, hailstones, and gravity all acting as characters in a timeless story of water's journey from sky to earth. Sometimes the sky puts on a show so dramatic, it feels like nature has tipped over a giant bucket of water from above. Suddenly, a massive downpour crashes down all at once, as if the clouds have decided to empty their entire weight in a single moment. This powerful phenomenon is known as a cloudburst. Unlike normal rain, a cloudburst releases an extreme amount of water in a very short time and often in a very small area. Scientifically, it happens when countless tiny droplets inside a cloud come together and become too heavy to stay suspended. The air currents that usually hold them up suddenly weaken, and the balance between temperature, pressure, and humidity inside the cloud collapses. In that instant, millions of water droplets rush downward like a broken dam. Imagine a water balloon filled to the brim. Once it bursts, everything spills out in a flood. Cloudbursts often occur in mountainous regions where rising air currents force clouds to gather more and more moisture. Along with the torrential rain, lightning and thunder usually accompany the storm, as electrical charges inside the cloud intensify. It's a breathtaking reminder of how powerful nature truly is, a perfect mix of beauty, mystery, and raw force. Behind every cloudburst is an extraordinary science that turns the sky into one of nature's greatest storytellers. A dark night sky, heavy clouds rumbling, and suddenly the heavens flash with a brilliant streak of light. For a moment, it feels as if the sky itself is unleashing its fury on the earth. But in reality, lightning is not anger, it's pure science at work. Inside the storm clouds, tiny droplets of water and bits of ice crash and rub against each other, creating an electric charge. The upper part of the cloud becomes positively charged, while the lower part builds up negative charge, turning the whole cloud into a giant natural battery. Meanwhile, the ground beneath gathers its own positive charge, waiting silently. When the difference between the two becomes too strong, nature releases the tension in a split second. A blazing bolt of lightning cuts through the sky. That flash is faster than the blink of an eye, but what follows is thunder. The deafening sound comes from air exploding outward, as the lightning's heat makes the air around it hotter than the surface of the sun in an instant. This rapid expansion shakes the atmosphere, creating the rolling boom we hear seconds after the flash. That's why we see lightning first and hear thunder later. It's one of nature's most breathtaking performances, powerful, dangerous, and beautiful all at once. Lightning reminds us that even in silence, the sky is charged with an invisible energy just waiting to reveal its force. Rain is one of nature's greatest gifts, a blessing that breathes life into our planet. When raindrops fall from the sky, fields turn green, rivers fill with fresh water, and thirsty soil finally drinks. Scientifically, rain is vital for our survival. It nourishes crops, replenishes groundwater, and balances the climate by cooling the Earth's surface. Without it, life as we know it could not exist. Yet, rain is also a test of human endurance. Too much of it can bring destructive floods, landslides, and storms that sweep away homes and livelihoods. Heavy rainfall can also spread diseases and create hardships for entire communities. This dual nature makes rain both a miracle and a challenge. On one hand, it sustains us, offering beauty and abundance. On the other, it reminds us of our fragility in the face of nature's power. Rain, therefore, is not just water falling from the sky, it is a story of balance, a reminder that every blessing carries responsibility, and every storm carries a lesson. Have you ever wondered how heavy those fluffy clouds above us really are? A rain cloud isn't light at all. In fact, a single thundercloud can hold millions of tons of water. If that weight were sitting on the ground, it would crush everything like a mountain. Yet, in the sky, the same cloud drifts gracefully as if it were nothing more than a soft ball of cotton. Nature's balance is truly mind-blowing. Sometimes, before the rain reaches us, a strange phenomenon occurs called virga. It's when raindrops begin to fall but evaporate before touching the ground, creating ghost-like streaks in the sky, as if the rain is playing hide-and-seek between heaven and earth. Then comes the dramatic flash of lightning. Inside the cloud, particles collide and build up enormous electrical energy until it discharges in a blinding strike. One bolt of lightning carries enough power to light up hundreds of homes for hours. The roar of thunder that follows reminds us of the raw energy hidden in those towering giants above. When we think about it, the crushing weight of clouds, the mysterious beauty of virga, and the shocking brilliance of lightning, it's clear that the sky isn't just a backdrop, it's a living, breathing system of power and wonder, both terrifying and fascinating at the same time. So that was the fascinating story of clouds, rain, and lightning, nature's amazing show that can bring both joy and fear, yet always leaves us in awe. Now I'd love to hear from you. How do you feel when rain falls with thunder and lightning lighting up the sky? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your voice truly matters here. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Also, tap the bell icon so you never miss out on more amazing stories of nature and science. I'll see you in the next video with another exciting topic. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and keep enjoying the magic of rain.